Keep away from my house, corpse man, or I will call the constable.
It was going to be a fine week, apart from the plague, that is. The plague often arrived the same way wealth did, by sea. A ship from the eastern trades out of Spalato or Ragusa or somewhere further still. No flag of distress, no trumpets, just silence and the slow scrape of a hull on mud. The sailors were dead. Their necks and armpits were blackened and swollen to the size of a man's fist. The only thing living were an army of rats that could not wait to abandon ship, scampering along the mooring ropes before any official thought to cut them. Who could blame them? This smell could curdle milk. I have observed in my time practicing physic that catastrophe and profit are near relations. The city is frightened. The magistracy wants physicians. The people want cures. And I, God willing, have frogs. People pay very well when they believe they are dying. And presently, everyone in Venice believes they are dying. They may in fact be correct, but that is a concern for later. The plague did not arrive like an army, banners raised and trumpets sounding. It arrived like damp, quietly, through the walls, until the whole structure was rotten. The 4th of October. Contracted by the Magistrati della Sanità to examine the sick in the parishes of San Polo and Santa Croce. Wage agreed, 12 ducats the month, payment contingent upon survival. Mine, not the patient's. I thought this a reasonable arrangement. I was somewhat less pleased upon discovering that examination of the sick did include the recording of deaths, the sealing of houses, and on 2 occasions I shall not describe, the moving of those persons who were past all physic to a place where they might trouble the living no further. My work, you see, was piling up. The swellings in the groin and under the arm are the chief sign. Some patients are feverish and raving. Others are strangely calm, which is, in my experience, somewhat worse.
Not you. I'll not take you. Every house you visit is dead within a week.
That is not my fault. They were already ill when I arrived.
No, but you bring it with you.
I have begun to notice that children run from me in the street. I own this is partly the mask, which is, I grant you, somewhat alarming to encounter of a morning. But I suspect it is also this. In times of great pestilence, the man who walks among the dead becomes, in the minds of the living, a species of death himself. I have not yet determined whether this troubles me. Death stalks us all. We must try to find a remedy. Some physicians prescribed bloodletting. Some burned aromatic herbs and believed the smoke would correct the miasma, the poisoned air that besieges us. Science and good reasoning has led me here. There is truth that a frog's cold and moist nature can draw the fever's heat out through the skin. It is obvious, is it not? The cold and moist constitution of the frog acts as a natural contrary to the hot and dry corruption of the plague. Applied directly to the swelling, the animal draws the pestilential humor outward through the skin and into itself, where it perishes harmlessly. I will not say I believe it entirely. I will say that a desperate man with a swollen neck and a purse of money is not, in that moment, interested in my philosophical doubts. He wants something done. A frog is something. A frog costs me nothing but an hour at the canal bank. At 3 ducats each, my margin is, I confess, rather agreeable.
Is it? Is it working?
The creature is drawing the corruption outward. Do you feel coolness?
I feel that there is a frog on my neck.
The truth is, I find myself somewhat attached to the wretched things. They ask nothing of me. They do not blame me for the plague. They do not cross to the other side of the Calais when they see me coming. They simply sit there, looking out. I have few friends now and less every day. The house in the Calle dei Morti, which name now seems less than coincidental, contained 3 persons deceased, all showing signs of advanced pestilence. I recorded the deaths as required. I have taken my payment in some fine clothing that was left. A few fleas, but this is a trifle in these dark days. I sealed the door from without. There was no burial, properly speaking, just a cart to take his corpse away to a field sown with the dead. I recorded his name. That was all I could do. That was all anyone could do. I am not feeling myself today. A slight chill. Work will have to wait. And in any case, there are fewer and fewer people to sell remedies to. No, I will spare my frogs. Goodbye, my friends. I would say I will see you tomorrow, but we both know that in these times, that is not a promise I can make. If you enjoyed this story of rats, fleas, and frogs, then you might like the next story about sharks and the worst day in U.S. naval history.